Hi, Maximizers. Hey, 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 welcome to my live. If this is your first time watching, I want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. My name's Crystal, aka Krista Maximizer, and I'm a business coach. And I help women create and grow profitable businesses that they love. I help women use social media and grow their business to a place where it feels easy for them, where it works for them. Hey sis, where it's easy for them, where it works for them, and where they're able to get more of what they want on their own terms. And I have had my business since 2018. And in light of everything that's happening with this alleged ban, I want to talk about social media. And I want to talk about using social media for your business. And I want to talk to you about how, since 2019, I've been able to make over $300,000 in my business using social media. And I don't sell anything physical. So I've maybe sold like 10 t-shirts ever in my business, but everything that I have sold has been a coaching program, a course, a one-on-one, a membership. So I want to talk to you today about how I have been able in the past, almost 5 years, since 2019 is when I actually started making money in my business, how I've been able to make over $300,000 using social media organically. And what that means is I did not pay to run ads. I've spent less than $500 on ads since that same time period, 2019, but I have not had a return on investment where like I spent $100 on ads and I made $200. Absolutely not. All of the money that I spent on ads was basically more of like brand awareness and letting people know like, hey, I'm Chris and this is how I help people. But there was never a direct return on investment. So I've been able to make well over $300,000 using social media for my business, selling my services. So I just want to talk to you about that journey. So I would love to know who's here. Let me know what city, what state, what country you're watching from. And if you have a business, what's your business? If you're thinking about starting a business, what business are you thinking about starting? Let me know in the comments. I do respond to all comments and I am live on all of my platforms. I'm live on Instagram, I'm live on TikTok, two YouTube channels, both my YouTube channels and my Facebook page. And Andrea is here from Alabama. Hey, Andrea. So let me know where you're watching from, what city, what state, what country, what's your business, or what business or side hustle are you looking to start? Okay. So let me get my notes here. And I'm gonna start, but I'm gonna tell you like my numbers and like where I made the money and how I made the money because I've had multiple streams of income. I'm in Baltimore too right now. I've have multiple streams of income from this one main business idea, but I want to start with what I did behind the scenes and how I practically used social media to make the money. And then I'll tell you how I made the money, if that makes sense. So let me know where you're watching from and let me know if you have a business or if you want to start a business. Northwest Arkansas financial coach. Ooh, I love that, Tall Smoking Bride. Thank you so much for joining. Erica here from Southfield, Michigan in the USA. No business. I'm just nosy. Awesome. Andrea has her home daycare. Thanks for joining. Brooklyn's here thinking about digital marketing. When you say digital marketing, Allie, what do you mean specifically? Like, what are you marketing? Be a little bit more specific with me so I can kind of understand when you say digital marketing, because for a lot of different people, that means a lot of different things. So, first, let's talk about practically what I did to use social media for my business, and then I'll tell you my exact numbers. And then also, if you want to work with me to help you with your social media, I'm having a workshop on Saturday, and I'll tell you how you can sign up for that workshop as well. So, number one, the first thing I did, and I suggest this to you if you are new to business, 1 to 2 years in business, the first thing I did that I feel like looking back at like 2018, 2019, Crystal, I chose one social media platform. One. And the social media platform that I chose was YouTube. So when you are starting, diversifying is not the best option for you. It's almost like if you're starting a business, trying to sell 20 things when you first start is not the best option for you. Start with one social media platform. One social media platform, because you can put all of your focus into one platform. At first I was hot, I had the heat on, and now I'm cold. You can put all of your focus into one social media platform. You can put all of your focus into creating content for one platform. Otherwise, you will burn yourself out. trying to post on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, you'll burn yourself out just trying to post content and you won't be able to do anything else that I'm saying. So my biggest advice for you when it comes to using social media for business, I mean, you have a product or service that you are selling and you are using social media to sell it. I am on social media to sell my services for my business. Okay. I low-key became a content creator. I low-key became an influencer. That was a byproduct of me posting my content. But my 100% goal when I'm on social media is to sell my services, okay? Not for me to create content to be an influencer, because that's a different way to post. So when you are a business owner and you are using social media as your way to market for free, to get in front of tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of your ideal clients, focus on one platform. So I like to use myself as an example. I focus on YouTube. My clients that I'm working with now, most of them are Instagram. I have one client who is doing YouTube, and I have a couple clients who are doing TikTok. But each of them have one main platform that they are posting on. Now, that does not mean that they don't take their content from Instagram, remove the watermark, and post it on TikTok. That does not mean that I don't take a YouTube short and post it on TikTok. Doesn't mean that I don't cut down a YouTube video and post it on TikTok. What I mean is any new content that I'm creating, I only created for my YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris. I did not rack my brain trying to come up with content for every platform. I focused on one platform, and back then I was teaching women how to coupon and how to budget, and YouTube was my platform. YouTube was my platform. So my first tip for you is to choose one social media platform, make it your main platform, and put all of your focus into that platform. Now, with this stuff going on in Congress and this potential ban of the Talk app, I would definitely say, because we know how the US be with some things, make sure that you have a platform that is outside of TikTok, just in case. I'm crossing my fingers and praying to the Lord that TikTok goes nowhere. But if it does, make sure you have another platform. Now, I'm telling you to choose one. If TikTok is your one, you definitely need to back up. If TikTok is your one, you better slide over to the gram. Get YouTube. YouTube's a lot, but get a YouTube. Get something else just in case the US of A loses their mind and we get banned. Make sure you have another platform. But if YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook, LinkedIn is your platform, you should be good. Okay. So, right. Remember what happened to Vine. And that's the other thing. I'm talking about using social media for your business, but these social medias can be gone at any moment. So, making sure that you divert your traffic off of social media and into an email list is also great, because even if all my social medias went away, I still have a few thousand people that I can email on my email list. Even if I have almost 100,000 followers and subscribers across all of my platforms. I have actually, I think I have more than that now because I have 50 on TikTok, whatever. The point is, if all of my followers and subscribers go away, I still have a few thousand people now. It's probably 10% of what my numbers are as far as followers go. But I have a place to contact my ideal clients. They have a place to contact me outside of social media. So make sure you have a social media outside of TikTok. And when you are building your business, you have a way to contact your clients, i.e., an email list to contact them outside of social media. But my first tip, using social media for your business, is to choose one platform. My second tip for you, and this is a tip that a lot of business owners skip, because a lot of times you have this idea, you want to start a business and you want to start making money from day one, right? But my second tip for you is to build your audience. Before you sell, you need to build your audience. People buy from people they know, like, and trust. When you are a new business owner, you don't have the luxury of brand awareness. People are not going to ChrisTheMaximizer.com unless I send them. And right now, the website's about to be down because I am finally getting a new website. So it is about to be down for a couple days. But the point I'm making is, people wake up and go to Amazon just for the hell of it. People wake up and go into Target and walk the aisles looking to buy stuff. People wake up and go to Shein and all the websites just to buy stuff. So in order for you to have customers To have potential clients that want to buy from you, you have to build an audience. You cannot start a brand new Instagram account today and say, buy my lip gloss, because who in the hell are you talking to? No one. Going viral cannot be your sales plan. Your hope cannot be that you show your lip gloss with the most trending sound and everyone sees it and buys your lip gloss. That cannot be your sales strategy. Consistency is what's going to save you. Consistently showing up. And people are always asking me, well, Crystal, how do I build an audience? You build an audience with connection content. What's connection content? Sharing the what and the why of your business and your offer. Who are you? Where did you come from? Why did you create this? How can your ideal clients connect with you? Okay. So, as a business coach, you can connect with me because I'm sharing tips with you from my journey and my client's journey on how to start and grow a business that you love using social media. You can connect with me because I'm a mom, I'm a daughter, I'm a sister. You can connect with me because I'm going to share my stories. I told y'all that I got fired. I told y'all that I've struggled. I've had the negative bank accounts. I've done all the things, right? So when I built my audience, I focused on sharing the what and the why connection content before I sold a thing to them. Okay? Because people are not going to buy from you if they don't know you, like you, or trust you. They're not going to buy a thing from you. Because if you pop up and as a small business, your lipstick, your lip gloss, your t-shirts, your coaching programs are going to cost more than us going to a regular store and buying them. Why? Because you're new and it's more expensive for small business owners to run stuff. So if you're making lip gloss and it's $20 a tube, why would I buy your lip gloss when I can go buy my Fenty? I can go to CVS and get some Revlon. I can go to Target and get some Maybelline. Why would I spend my money on your lip gloss and pay shipping if I don't know you, like you, or trust you? If I didn't hear the story of why you started your business, if I didn't hear the story of why you created your offer, if I didn't hear the story of how you got to where you are today, I'm not buying from you. I'm going to Fenty because I know I like and I trust Rihanna. We know who she is. Her products are proven. I've been using them for a while. So if I'm gonna spend $20 on some lip gloss, I'm gonna go spend $20 on the thing that I know. But if I'm watching your videos, if I'm looking at your content, and you are sharing your story with me, you're sharing the benefits of your lip gloss, you're sharing how your ebook can help me get more of what I want, then I'm like, okay, I like her. I'm gonna follow her. I'm gonna watch some of her content. You know what? I need a new lip gloss. Before I go get Fenty, I'm gonna go check your website because you've built up your audience, but you cannot expect to start a new Instagram on Monday and get sales on Tuesday because you don't have an audience. And trying to go viral is not going to save you. Because when you go viral for trending sounds, people are looking at your video for the music, not for the content. When you do lip syncs, people are looking at your video for the lip sync, not for what you are selling in the video. So you have to be very intentional about building an audience of people who know you, like you, and trust you and want to buy from you. I would rather have 1,000 people who want to start and grow a business than to have 100,000 people who just followed me because I did a dance. If this makes sense, please put some yeses in the comments. If this makes sense, tap the screen if you're on TikTok or Instagram. Okay. So you want to make sure that before you start selling, you give yourself at least 30 to 60 days, if not longer, of building your audience and sharing content. You cannot start with buy, 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 buy. Your first post cannot be buy. Your first post should be, hi, I'm Crystal, aka Crystal Maximizer, and I'm a business coach. And I help women grow profitable businesses that they love. I started my business in 2018. I started teaching people how to coupon in 2020. My couponing clients, they actually asked me to teach them how to start side hustles. So I started teaching women how to start side hustles, how to start YouTube channels. Then my coach asked me to coach her people on them growing their businesses. And then in 2023, I decided I want to be a business coach. I decided that I could change the world faster by helping women make more money because nothing bad happens when women make more money. So, for all of my millennial women who are sitting in a 9 to 5 and you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, this is your notice to start that business. This is your notice to start the side hustle. This is the notice to break out your notebook, break out your laptop, get out your iPad, start the research, start the brain dump, start doing it. Don't listen to the haters. Go listen to my YouTube videos. Let my story motivate you. I started my side hustle, and on my 1 year YouTube anniversary, I hit 1 million views of people watching my channel, and I got fired. And when I got fired on that day, I did not look for another job. And to this day, I haven't looked for another job. I said, if I was able to make a couple $1,000s from the side hustle, I made almost $10,000 on YouTube. I can figure out a way to make enough money. I had like 4 or 5 months of savings. I was like, I can figure out a way to make money. Has it been easy? Absolutely not. One of the hardest things I've ever done next to being somebody's mother, easily the second hardest thing I've done in my entire life. Would I trade it for anything? Absolutely not. You couldn't drag me back to a 9 to 5. Now, I have a sorority sister that I work for, and I love her to death, but she's the chillest person ever. I can work when I want. She feeds me good. She takes real good care of me. She's the only person that I'm working for. So, her and my business are the only people that I'm working for. You couldn't pay me $250,000, $500,000 to literally go to a 9 to 5. You could not pay me enough to go to a 9 to 5. That's how much I love being in my business, even though it's hard. Hey, thank you so much. Have a good night. Like, you couldn't pay me to go back. So I'm going to tell you my story because I know you can relate to it. I've been wanting to start a business since I was a kid. I started a lot of small businesses. They didn't always work out. I started my first serious side hustle in 2017 and I hated it. Absolutely hated it, right? It wasn't what I love to do. So now I teach and I help my clients from a place of you can start a business doing what you love. I made 6 figures teaching people how to coupon. Did you ever think that someone would pay me to teach them how to coupon, to teach them how to budget, to teach them how to save money? But do you see how I'm telling you my story and I'm sharing my lessons? This is what your audience needs to hear to know you, like you, trust you, connect with you. Then eventually, when I tell you that I have a social media workshop this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern, where I can help you create a plan for your social media, you're going to be like, I'm going to think about it. I might take her class. I just might take her class to help me use social media for my business. Okay? After you've been following me, watching my videos, watching my lives. So, the second biggest advice is you have to build your audience. The last thing I'll say about building your audience, so you can get a visual for my visual people, I want you to think about it like this. You have your business. I'm going to use something physical and you selling candles. I have a client who sells candles. Love her. And let's just say you go into an auditorium that seats 1,000 people. Now there's 1,000 chairs in there, but nobody's in there. You don't tell anybody you go into that auditorium. There's a party of 10,000 people outside the auditorium, but no one knows you're going. You go into the room, you close the door. You set up your tablecloth. Maybe you got a projector. You got the candles out. You lit some of them. You got the scents out. You got your shirt on. You looking cute. Are you going to make a sale? Let me know in the comments. There's 0 people in the room. No one knows you're in the room. Are you going to make a sale? Is anybody coming to buy one of your Krista Maximizer candles? Is anybody going to buy from you? You're going to set up and you're going to say, who's ready to buy a candle? Absolutely not. You're going to make $0.00 today, sis, right? That's what you do when you start an Instagram with 0 followers, or maybe your mother, your sister, and your cousin follow you. Shout out to them. And you say, buy my candle, buy my candle, buy my candle. What we need to do is we got to put a sign outside the door. We got to put a sign on the door. We got to open the door. We got to stand outside the door. And we got to let people know, hey, I'm Crystal and I have some amazing candles. They're made from this and that and this and that and this and that. Would you like to smell one? Would you like a small sample? Would you like to come in and learn more about my proprietary process of how I make these candles? And you start to invite people in to your auditorium. You show them the benefits. You compare your candles to other candles. You show them why your product will help them get more of what they want. People want to relax when they light a candle. People want to feel good when they light a candle. They want their room to smell good when they light a candle. You want to build that atmosphere in that auditorium. So when they come in, they're like, oh, I like Crystal's candles. And then they will buy one. But if you never open the door, you never put a sign, you never send an email, you never stand outside and greet people and introduce yourself, you won't make a sale. Social media is the same way. Social media is the same way. You have to build an audience before you can sell. If you are relying on virality, you are going to make $0 and 0 cents real fast. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people go viral and they sell out. Shout out to them. But you want to make sure you have a consistent strategy with your content so that you have consistent sales coming in. And that is how I help my clients. And that is what I'm going to be teaching in my workshop this Saturday. Okay. My third tip for you, and I want to say that I didn't start selling my first offer until I had over 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I think I was building my audience for 8 months before I sold anything. Now, YouTube was paying me directly, but as far as asking my subscribers to buy something from me, I didn't sell my first membership until I had 5,000 subscribers. And my first offer that I ever sold was $5 a month. 1, 2, 3, 4, $5 a month. After processing fees, I was making like $4 per person a month. And I was so happy. Okay. Now I'm not doing nothing for less than $100, and even that's cheap, right? But back then, 2019, Crystal, she was so happy to get her $5 per person because you have to start somewhere. But I didn't start selling until I had 5,000 subscribers and people knew me, right? To this day, people see me and like, oh, the maximizer. Like people will see me to this day and say they watch my couponing content because I was so diligent with building the know, like, and trust factor. People were trying almond butter biscuits, deodorant, lotion, toothpaste because I suggested it to them. I built an audience of people who knew me, liked me, and trusted me. Okay. My third tip for you when you're using social media for your business, you have to have an offer that solves a problem. If what you are selling doesn't solve a problem, no one's going to buy it. If what you are selling does not offer convenience, you're not going to sell anything. So when I'm selling my social media workshop to you, I'm offering you the transformation that when you leave the workshop, you're going to leave knowing these core 4 things. Excuse me. You're going to leave with these core 4 things, and I'm going to pull them up right now so I don't miss anything. So here it is. The core 4 things. Oh no. Hold on. My whole thing deleted. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Yo, I had the wrong document. I was gonna say my whole document deleted. Anyways, you're gonna leave the social media workshop with 4 things, right? So you're gonna leave with how to build an audience. I'm gonna give you intentional, practical tips on how you can build your audience strategically. I'm also gonna go over content and marketing, how to find content ideas, what types of content to post, what you should be posting specifically. Third, how to be consistent and how to show up on social media for your own on your own terms. And fourth, how to make sales on social media. So I created an offer that helps my ideal clients get more of what they want. You want to make sales. In order to make sales, you have to build an audience, you have to post connection content, and you have to be consistent. So in my 4-hour workshop, I'm going to work with you in a group, but individually on how you can build an audience, what type of content you should be posting, and how you can be consistent. When you do all of that, that's going to lead to you making more sales in your business. So, do you see how my offer is solving a problem? If you are not selling something that solves a problem, nobody's going to buy from you. If you are just starting a boutique and you're selling random clothes, what problem are you solving with your boutique? Why should I buy from you and not go to Target? Why should I buy from you and not go to Shein and purchase my clothing? So you have to make sure that you are solving a problem with your offer. I'm going to talk about the 300K in a second. I'm sharing what I did on social media to build my audience. No, I don't sell digital products. I don't sell digital products. I'm going to tell you in a second. I'm almost to that part of, if you want to know exactly how I made the money, I have a breakdown of that. But right now I'm talking about making sure that you have an offer that's transformational for your ideal clients, an offer that solves a problem for your ideal clients, okay? The next thing that I did personally is I went live. Like I'm going right now. This can be controversial to some people, but I went live and I engaged with my audience. I answered every single one of their questions. I supported them. I showed up and I shared a crap ton of content with them. I engage. I respond to my DMs. I respond to my comments. And I went live and I engaged. This is my preferred method of building an audience and engaging with my followers and subscribers, is to go live. Because I feel like in real time, you can ask me questions. In real time, you can hear my feedback. In real time, you can even get an ounce of what coaching would be like if we work together. So that was key to me being able to grow my platform, keep my platform engaged, and then have my subscribers and my followers to actually purchase my offers. Okay. Next, I was consistently showing up. I was showing up almost daily, if not weekly. So in the early stages, 2018, 2019, and early 2020, Crystal, she was posting on YouTube almost daily. Now, YouTube is a grind. I do not suggest you post on YouTube every day. It's exhausting. YouTube is by far the hardest social media platform, and I have done all of them. I have not done LinkedIn, but Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. YouTube is the hardest social media platform because of everything that you have to do. And I was posting every day. I have probably I have over 1,700 YouTube videos on my Krista Maximizer channel, and I have almost 200 videos on my new channel that I just started in August, okay, of 2023. So I have close to 2,000 YouTube videos in the past 5 years. So since 2018, that's 6 years. I've posted almost 2,000 videos on YouTube. So I can say, I know a thing or two about posting on YouTube. YouTube is the hardest. YouTube is absolutely the hardest to engage on. So I would not suggest posting daily over there. But you can do YouTube shorts every day. You can go live a few times a week. You can post on your community posts. The more you show up consistently, the better your results will be, because all of these platforms reward you the more you show up. Okay. And then my last tip for you is I diversified after about 2 years. So I only posted on YouTube 2018. I started in August. So 2018, 2019, it was all YouTube. 2020, it was mostly YouTube. In 2020, I got the opportunity. I was paid by TikTok to post on TikTok every day for 30 days. And that started my TikTok career in 2020, after the pandemic started. So they paid me a couple $1,000s and I posted on TikTok because they were building up their educational side of TikTok. So that got me into TikTok. But previous to me posting on TikTok, I would post a YouTube video. I would copy and paste the link on Instagram and Facebook and say, hey, I just posted a video on YouTube. Go watch it. I wasn't creating, back then it was IGTVs and posts. I wasn't creating any of that for Instagram or Facebook. I was just copying and pasting my content. In 2020 is when I started to create specific content for TikTok and Instagram. Facebook has always been repurposed. I never create fresh content for Facebook. But right now, when I started to be a 100% business coach, so since August of 2023, I decided that I am going back old school and only posting on YouTube. So I post 3 times a week on my YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris. And then I go live on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook. I have not posted in a month on TikTok and Instagram. It's probably the longest I've ever gone without a post, but I haven't posted because I'm really focusing on YouTube as my main platform. So that's what I did behind the scenes that helped me make this 300K. Now, a lot of you probably sitting here like, girl, tell us how you made the money. And I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. Now, these numbers need to be updated because these are from probably like 5, 6 months ago. So I want to say that I'm close to 400K in totality of my business since I started earning money in 2019. Now, first way I started making money using social media is I was paid from Google AdSense. So I know you probably have all heard people say they've made money from YouTube, right? Put a number 1 in the chat if you know people get paid from YouTube. Put a number 1 in the chat if you know people get paid from YouTube, right? So I'm going to share with you how the money actually works. So YouTube pays you not per subscriber. They don't pay you for your views. YouTube pays you when someone watches the ads on your videos. Okay. YouTube pays you when someone watches the ads on your videos. So when you watch an ad for more than 15 seconds, YouTube pays us what we call AdSense revenue. That's how you get paid from YouTube, right? So I love it because it doesn't cost my subscribers anything to watch an ad and I still get paid for it, right? So I have made, from when I put this information in, I had made 37,000 from YouTube. I can confidently say as of right now, that is going to be a little closer to 40,000. I should have repulled the numbers before I got on here, but whatever. I've made close to 40K on YouTube since 2019. And that's from AdSense. So that's when people watching my videos and YouTube paying me a split. And honestly, YouTube doesn't even pay us all the money because they get the bigger piece of the chunks. I want to say they get 55% and we get 45% of the ad revenue. Okay. So that's where a small chunk of my money. I haven't done any brand deals this year, but I've made over $80,000 from brand collaborations. So this is companies paying me to post on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, and on Facebook. I've made over 80 grand. And one brand deal alone was 30. So I made 30,000 from one brand. And then the other 50,000 came from a multitude of brands. Okay. So that's a little over, that's like 120,000 right there that I made. Okay. Where I made the bulk of my money, and this number is a little bit bigger too. So where I've made the bulk of my money is from my coaching programs. I do not sell digital products. What I sold is I sold memberships, I sold boot camps, I sold one-on-one coaching, I sold classes, master classes, but I don't have like an ad out there where people just watch my ad and then they just buy a $10 product and then they just come in. No. When I tell y'all that I use social media, you see what I'm doing right now? I showed up. I told you that I have a social media workshop this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern. It's $99. I'm going to help you build your audience. I'm going to help you figure out the content you're going to create. I'm going to help you be consistent. And I'm going to help you create a plan to make sales on social media. It's $99. The link's in my bio if you want to sign up. You can DM me to get the link to sign up. Limited spots available. That is how I made over $165,000 since 2019. That's the bulk of my money. And I've made that from my coaching. I've made that from my memberships. I've made that from my one-on-one, right? That is how I've made my money, right? That's how I made my money. So someone's saying with digital product, people are making 20K a day. Okay, but what I want you to understand, yes, people are quite possibly making 20K a day, but you are selling to a cold audience and you have to pay money for ads. People aren't telling you that they're spending 15,000 in ads to make 20,000 on their digital products. They're only telling you half the story. Because no one is organically making $20,000 a day. Yeah, I don't believe it. There's no way you're making $20,000 a day with no ads. I don't believe it. I don't. And I don't want to resell anybody else's class. I don't want to sell anybody's class that I don't know is proven. If it works for you, go with it. Because I'm not the coach that says don't do it. But for me personally, that's a little fishy. And I personally don't believe that you're making $20,000 a day with no ads. Where's your traffic coming from? How are people finding you? No ads, no content. If it's working for you, whatever you're doing, keep working it. keep working it. But I personally, I'm not selling anybody's course that I have not gone through and can vouch for and know that what they're saying is going to happen. You're going to get the results that you desire. But again, if it works for you, I love it and keep working it. But I personally don't like to give people false hope. Because when people are making those kind of numbers, 9 times out of 10, they are running ads in some form or fashion. From the coaching programs that I've been in and the people that I met who are making 100, 200, $300,000 months, they're doing ads or they are showing up on social media multiple times a day to sell. Okay. So my coaching programs, I've made well over $165,000 from my coaching programs. And that's me teaching women how to save money and how to make money. Okay. I've also made the rest of the 300K. I've made over 30,000 in affiliate income. So affiliate income is when I post a link, right? I post a link, and when someone buys from there, I get 10%, I get 20%, or I get $10 for every person that signs up. I've made well over 30,000 in that. And I made like over 10,000 alone on Flues. Probably closer to 14,000 on the Flues app. Ridiculous, right? So I made well over $30,000 in affiliate income. So that's how I've made over $300,000 using social media. So when I tell y'all it's all organic, I haven't run any ads, and it all comes from me posting my content or going live, posting on my stories. It all came from me sharing, this is what I'm selling. This is how I can help you go buy it. Or go click the link in my bio for Teamy or BJ sign up or the Flues app, right? So that is how I've been able to make over $300,000 since 2019 using social media. Okay. Without digital products and without ads, and a lot of upgrades once you buy it. Right. And one thing about me, I don't have a lot of upsells to my clients. They buy and then they go. Do my clients stay with me for a long time? Yeah, I had clients who were with me for 4 years. But I don't do a lot of like upsells and upgrades. But if someone's making $20,000 a day, I find it hard to believe that one, they're not running ads, and two, Music Lover is absolutely correct. It's like you buy something for $25 and then they show you something else for $99, then they show you something else for $400. And if you need what they're selling, you end up spending $600, and that's how they can make that $20,000 in a day. But if you are someone who's just starting, $20,000 a day is absolutely possible for you. Have I done that? Absolutely not. It's absolutely possible. Absolutely possible. I've seen people, I know people who've done it, but it's not something that is going to happen overnight. You have to put in that consistency. You have to put in that work to find what is going to work best for you. Okay. And if you have a lot of money to put into ads, you can absolutely skip some steps. But just remember, when you don't have the money to put in the ads, you have to make sure you have that consistent social media strategy in order to make the money that you desire. So, this Saturday, I'm hosting a social media workshop where I am going to help you use social media for your service-based business. And the 4 things that we're going to cover in this workshop is we're going to cover building an audience and how you can do that in order to make more sales. We're going to cover content and marketing, how to create content, what types of content that you can create, and how to figure out content ideas for you specifically. Third, we're going to go over consistency. How can you consistently show up on social media for your audience so that you can make consistent sales? And then fourth, we're going to come up with a sales strategy for you specifically on how you can make sales using your social media. Okay. So the workshop Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. There's going to be a presentation. There's going to be a workbook with like prompts for you. And this is going to be a workshop. So that means that I'm going to teach, I'm going to give you time to work, and then I'm going to give you time for questions. I'm going to teach, I'm going to give you time to work, and I'm going to give you time for questions. And this is for you if you have a service-based business, if you're a coach, you're a consultant, you're a service provider, and you're struggling with using social media to make sales. It's only $99. The replay will also be available, and I have no idea if I'm going to be offering something like this again. The last time I did a social media workshop was last year. The link is in my bio for you to sign up. It's the first link. It says sales, it's social media for services workshop. It's the first link. If you want to DM me, you can DM me. And I still have, I think, a spot available because the first 3 signups get a 20-minute one-on-one coaching call with me. My one-on-one coaching calls start at like $250. So the fact that you get a 20-minute call with me and it's included in your $99 workshop is amazing. So I still have one of those spots available. So the next person that signs up will get a free 20-minute coaching call with me as well. So are there any questions? Because that was a whole mouthful about the workshop or how I made my 300K on social media. Are there any questions? Just by doing content. Yeah, listen, it's absolutely possible. 1000% possible. I just know, like, with digital products, most of the people who are making that kind of money are putting a lot of money into ads. Just from my experience. But again, if it's working for you, work it. If it's working for you, work it. Are there any questions? Was this helpful? Yes or no? Or do you have any questions? Let me check Instagram. Because I blurred my background because I'm at my mother's house and she'd be walking behind me. So if you're watching on YouTube, I blurred the background because my mother been walking in and out of the room and I wasn't trying to have her popping on the camera all the time. Any other questions? Yes, very helpful. Thanks for watching. I know I be rambling. And rambling. All right. I don't see any questions. If you have any questions after this, let me know. Send me a DM. If you want the link to the workshop, again, it's linked on TikTok and Instagram in my bio. It's on my YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris. It's in the description box. You can DM me for the link if you want the link as well. If you want to check out my YouTube channel, you want more tips on building your business outside of social media, my YouTube channel is Build a Business with KRYS, Build a Business with KRYS. And I have on that channel, I have close to 200 videos now, which I was surprised. But I have close to 200 videos on that channel, all about starting and growing a business. But if you have any other questions, let me know. This was great. I will be live again soon, hopefully tomorrow. But this was great. I love getting on here and chit-chatting about all things business. I'm such a nerd when it comes to this. I get so excited. Okay. I don't see any more questions. Y'all have a good night, and I'll see you soon. Bye.